Alright, so Capcom announced that they were going to drop a Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection on June 18th via the Nintendo Direct. I mean, they dropped the trailer on June 18th. That's not when the game came out because we were probably playing the game right now. But anyway, they made an announcement that they were going to be dropping a Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection. And this has made a lot of fighting game fans very excited, super sporadic, super in a frenzy. And we're just all around excited that this fighting game collection is coming out because we've been asking these people to drop this for the longest time, to port these games to our now generation consoles, and they just haven't done it for like years. But now they finally have done it, and we're finally going to be playing the games that made up our childhood in the fighting game scene. So 2 months has passed. It is now August 19th at the time of this recording, and it has been 2 months since they dropped that trailer, and we do not know when this game is coming out. We have no idea. All we know is that this game is coming out in 2024. That could mean December 31st, which is what Amazon has as their listing. If you try to pre-order the game or try to do anything like look at the game on Amazon, all it says that this game is going to release December 31st, 2024. As you guys know, that is just a listing that they just have and just a placeholder until the game actually has an official release date. So that's just a placeholder. That's not when the game actually comes out. So as I said, we do not know when this game is coming out at all. We don't know any announcement. We don't know when it's coming out, specifically what month, or even the season. Like usually when these things happen, they tell us like the season. They'd be like winter 2024, fall 2024, or spring or whatnot. They have not mentioned it at all. Nothing at all. They just said 2024, and we just assumed, okay, it's gonna come out in the summer, late in summer. Nope. Summer is practically almost over, and we're about to reach fall now. So right now, we do not know when this game is gonna be coming out. Now, I just want to give a huge shout out to Cali Q. I love you, my brother. Great content. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So my brother made a video basically showing that we might have a potential release date for this game. But as I'm about to show you guys this video and his explanation, take this with a grain of salt because this is not 100% confirmed. And also, they kind of took down this listing. But I'm going to show you guys this and then I'll explain. So here you go.
Now, recently this just popped up that a UK retailer named Shop2 is listing the Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade Collection for November 22nd, 2024. First of all, I didn't even know we were getting a UK version of the game, so that's good for my UK fans out there. But as we can see it here, it is listed as November 22nd, 2024. Again, we have no idea if this is just some random placeholder that this site decided to just pop up and put on the screen. But even if this is the official date, this would be a good date. This would make sense. I mean, heck, the game has to come out from any time between right now, me making this video, and by the end of the year, since the game is listed for a 2024 release.
So now if you go on that listing and go on that website, that listing is not there anymore. They took it down. So there's only two options here. As rather that release date is true and it got leaked and people just like was, spying. You know how people are on the internet, they just go and try to find stuff. Or that was just a placeholder and rumors came up that it was going to release. Capcom got a hold of it and then I guess contacted that company and then had them take it down. So those are the only two options. So we have a potential release date, but it's not 100% confirmed. I saw a comment that said something about Maximilian. I saw a video of Maximilian going, I don't know where he went, but he went somewhere to play Marvel vs. Capcom, and I guess he asked them when the game is going to be coming out or like what's the holdup. And basically they told him that they're working on bugs or whatnot. So as you guys know, when it comes to porting old games to newer consoles or the now generation consoles, it's actually like the hardest thing to do apparently. And we like to complain and say, oh, bring us old games into the current gen consoles and all this. We like to complain about that, but we don't know the extent of how hard it is to do that. Especially I'm not into like I'm not into like game engineering or game design or console creating and all that. But from the aspect of things changing, technology advancing, you would expect it to be a little bit harder to port old games into now generation consoles with new frames and like combining stuff, configuration and all this. So it's actually very hard to do. Just thinking about it logically and just thinking about it like as like a person that's doing engineering and as I said earlier, technology evolving is a very hard thing to do. So I would not be surprised if this got delayed. Like I would not be surprised at all. Like if they tell us that this game is coming out I don't know, like spring or something, I would not be surprised. But I wouldn't. That's kind of a far stretch. I'm not talking about like April or something. Like probably like March or something, like mid March, late March, around that time, or even January. You know what I mean? I don't know how long this is gonna take because these are bugs that they're fixing. So, and again, this is a game that came out in the 1990s, like 1990s, early 2000s. So who knows how much stuff they gotta fix. Again, back then there was no patches. Like once they release the game, that's it. They would have to just make another version of the game with, you know, bugs that are fixed or whatever. They have to make an entirely new game. It's not like, you know, now where like if we have a problem, we complain and then we get a patch like probably a week or 2 weeks later or a month later or something. For old games, that's not really, that's like, that was almost impossible, right? Unless you create a new game. Take for example Mortal Kombat 3. You know, they didn't have Scorpion because of some reason or whatever, and they, you know, they had a lot of bugs, and then they came out with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which added Scorpion, fixed the bugs and all this stuff, and all that type of good stuff. So again, back then you had to create an entirely new game with added stuff or bug fixes or whatever, compared to now where everything you can just patch. You know, you just go into old files and, you know, just fix stuff or whatever. So again, technology is always advancing. I'm a little bit optimistic that it will come out this year, but I have a guard up that is going to be delayed. Like I have a shield on to be disappointed that is going to be coming out later on or whatever. So I'm just saying that's the atmosphere to have for you guys. Like I'm just saying, like, to be prepared if this gets delayed, because unless they do a situation where it becomes like a Mortal Kombat 1 where they announce the game, because I think Mortal Kombat 1 they announced the game like what, in the summer or something, and then it came out in September, or they announced it in spring, like April, and then they said it was going to come out in September. That was like a very short amount of time. So unless it's going to be that situation, or this is going to come out in like December or something, like late December, then I guess. But there's a high possibility, and there's also a chance that it might get delayed, and I would not be surprised if it got delayed, especially with no announcement, no type of, like, there's no sound on this game, period. Once they announced that this game was going to be coming out this year, we don't have no release date, no nothing. I think they just dropped the trailer for like X-Men or something, or I believe so, and people were asking, I was looking in the comments and people were asking, when is the release date? Nobody cares about this. Like, when is it coming out? When can I grab my hands on this game? You know what I mean? So most people don't care about a trailer of a specific game that's in the collection. We care about the release date. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, so I'm just letting you guys know, be prepared if this gets delayed. I'm not saying it will get delayed. I'm just saying to be prepared if this gets delayed. I hope it doesn't. I'm praying that it doesn't, but if it does, I will not be surprised, and I'm ready to be disappointed. So anyway, yeah, let me know how you guys feel about it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. I will be giving you guys the latest news on when this game will be coming out. So make sure you guys subscribe to my Christian channel. It's very important to your salvation. I'll be making videos on that channel very soon. If you guys also want to hear my thoughts on Marvel vs. Capcom as a whole and this collection, go ahead and watch the end card video. Like the video if you're new. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. God bless.